bruh, seriously, when we're 17, 18, when you're in college, you can kind of get away with that stuff. You talking to grown women, bro.
Welcome back, YouTube family. We are back with another week of Ready to Love. This was episode 7, Sticky Situations. Once again, I'm Bryan.
And I'm Bryan. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get post notifications so you know whenever we drop new content. Give us a like. That'll let YouTube know that you're enjoying our content. They'll push it out to more people. The more people they push it out to, the more people will comment on the videos. Okay, we have some really great discussions in our comment section. Lively discussions. All right, so join in the conversation. Hop in the comment section and let us know what you thought about today's episode. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Let's get started. All right, so this episode was sticky situations, and boy, there was a lot that happened in this one episode. We did have elimination. We had, what was it? It was on the males this week. So They had to eliminate a female this week. So that's what their whole situation was. So they were trying to figure out. So when we opened up the episode, we opened up with Bryan and Alex sitting down and talking about a few things. What was going on? Basically, Alex, she just, I don't know, I guess she's kind of falling back a little bit because she was kind of like, she noticed from last week with her friend that her friend said that she seemed a little guarded, like she may not really be into him. And then she felt like she kind of needs to kind of figure out her feelings as far as what she, felt about him. So Bryan was talking about her acting different towards him, right?
Yeah, he pulled her to the side and, like you said, wanted to have a conversation. It's one of those, you notice things are a little bit different.
Change.
You notice, when your girl is acting a little strange, there's a little, something shifted. Yeah,
right.
The atmosphere shifted. And he could tell, so he wanted to talk to her about it.
Yeah. So they sat down on the couch and, they just kind of start to chop it up a little bit as far as what was happening in their relationship. And Alex was saying, she was just trying to get herself together, gather her feelings, make sure, she was in the right place. And that's really what she was trying to do going forward. And then Bryan's like, well, are you telling me to fall back? You know what I mean? And, I don't know, kind of chill out and I guess look look around as well. Or, are we still moving forward at the same pace? He's just trying to figure out where they're going. She was like, I'm not trying to tell you to just fall back, completely, I'm not into you. She was just saying, trying to just, I guess, take, slow down a little bit and figure out what we're doing and what's going on. So in the midst of that conversation, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, you were abusing me, earlier. And then she's like, well, no, I wasn't abusing you. But she's like, I have been in an abusive relationship in the past. Whoa. Not sure Bryan knew how to handle that. He kind of glossed over and just kind of kept talking okay, well, this is the time where maybe we can chill and just figure things out. What was going on there?
Yeah, it wasn't one of his finer moments. He didn't really, so her admitting that to him was really big. That's a major thing. And that's definitely a major level of vulnerability that you've gotten to for her to, let you know about that.
Right, and she said that. I'm being vulnerable in this moment and saying that, letting him know about that. Right,
and if you're Bryan, you have to acknowledge that he barely he asked maybe one follow-up question and then
he was like, how long?
How long you was in that situation? Right. And she told him, and he was like, okay, but see, what we need to do is, and I'm like, bro, you have to number one, and assess the situation, understand, look, that's a lot for her to, express that to you.
Exactly, even to be bringing it up, that's right.
And furthermore, if you are really serious about this girl and you really want to explore a relationship with her, you need to know a little bit more about that situation, how it affected her. You know, like we're the sum of our experiences, right? So the person that she is, the person that you're wanting to move forward in a relationship with, is affected in some way by that incident, and she just expressed that to you. Absolutely. You need to find out where she's at. You know,
what's going on there?
What's going on there? And he did not do that at all. So I think that was definitely a major missed opportunity for Bryan. I think she definitely noticed that, you know, he didn't really address it or really wasn't really ready to go there with her. And I think it definitely was kind of like a eye-opener for her that maybe I need to start exploring some other options.
Yeah, a missed opportunity or a flaw. I mean, maybe that's him. You know what I mean? Maybe past relationships, that has been something. He doesn't really listen. And later on, you remember Tommy addresses that. Tommy's like, Bryan, you know, where are you at? Are you really listening to her? Are you really hearing what she's saying to you? So, yeah, like you said, he one question, didn't address it any further. And she spoke on that. She said, you know, wow, he just kind of didn't even say anymore, as if I didn't say anything, and I'm trying to open up. And like you said, she's feeling like, do I want to pursue this? Do I want to go further with him? Is he really the one? I mean, you know, it's one thing. She already had her friend call it out last week, like, I don't know about him. And now this not looking good for him. That's not adding up to be. No.
Yeah, that's definitely a bad look. I mean, you just have to pay attention to those things, man. Like that's something that she's gonna look at, and other, you know, women on the show are probably gonna hear about and look at, and it's just,
communicate, yeah.
You gotta be able to communicate, and it can't be one-sided, and that's something that she said on a number of occasions, but definitely on this episode, that Bryan, you know, he talks a lot. It seems like he's constantly talking, but he's not really listening, he's not really hearing. And that's I mean, something like that's really, you know, being in an abusive relationship is something that's really serious, and it's, unfortunately, it's really like common. It shouldn't be, but unfortunately it's really common. Like, that's a conversation we actually had, like, during the show. I had to ask you, and I'm gonna be honest, I had never asked you, like, have you ever been in an abusive relationship? Because it seems like watching these shows and what, you know, hearing about stuff, it's like it's more common than I would think it would be, but unfortunately it is. Like, and I was glad to hear that, you know, that's not something that you've experienced, but you have to explore those things, because that's a major issue.
I mean, it's just, I would just say, now in this era, it's been happening for years. I mean, wow, for decades. But finally, people are opening up and expressing and talking about it. And, you know, we're addressing it and saying no, you know, putting an end to these things. So, yeah, that's why you're hearing, you know, yeah, it's existed. But, yeah, now you're hearing more about it, because more women, you know, we just not taking it anymore. You know, we had the Me Too era come up, and it's like, bam, like, no more, and it's being expressed more, and, you know, just people are just, you know, women are standing up more and talking about more. And I guess I shouldn't just say women, because it does happen to men too, so it happens on both ends. But again, you know, people are just expressing that wow, just being open and honest about those situations, those things that have happened in their lives, happened in their past. And like you said, when you're talking about moving forward with someone in a relationship, yeah, that's pretty important to have heard that and know that that's something that they've dealt with in the past. It is, because yeah, that's probably gonna come up in a lot of ways. The deeper you get, the more you get to know each other. That will come up a lot.
Yeah, I think Bryan has an issue, kind of like.
Who? Bryan?
That's it. Yeah, Bryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has an issue, like, they call it, like, reading the room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I think
because of past situations.
No, like, just kind of understanding time and place and context, and like reading signs, picking up on body language, because it kind of manifested itself again later when he was kicking it with Winter. And for me watching, like, I could see she's not feeling you right now. Like, she's not buying what you're selling. Like all the, lines that he's dropping and game that he's spitting, like she is not going for it.
Exactly.
But he's just charging forward. Like he's like, oh yeah, I landed that one.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, I mean, I have confidence, true.
Right.
But you're right. Be able to read and know what's really going on. Because with his one-on-one with Renter, he's kind of like, I'm a seek out and check some other females, and he's like, they're good looking, and he's attracted to him and everything. But like even with the one-on-one with Renters, she was wanting a little more. Well, all he had was superficial stuff.
Mad superficial. What do you like about me? Oh man, you got the curves, you got the everything with the like.
She knows that.
Right. Like, bruh, seriously, when we're 17, 18, when you're in college, you can kind of get away with that stuff. You talking to grown women, bro. Like, you can't come at them with that, oh, your body banging, girl. Oh, yeah, look. Like, no, this is what we got on Alicia for. She talked about, oh, I got the body, I got the hair. Don't nobody care about, I'm not going to say you don't care about it at all. But we're grown.
Right.
We need a little bit more than that.
And then this is not the first week, right? Like, it's been, this episode 7. Like, we're moving along a little further here. People are getting eliminated. What? Like, we know the attraction's there for everybody. Okay, let's move past that. What else we got going on?
Ain't nobody there ugly. Let's be honest.
And that's what, remember Tommy's thing? Wasn't Tommy's mission for them to look at the connection? Right. You're not just talking about the attraction. He's like, the real connection. Like,
it seemed like he has an issue like going below the surface
level.
Going
a little deep.
As soon as she got deep with, her past situation, he wasn't comfortable going there. When Winter asked, what do you think about me? He could not go beyond the surface. And I think that's going to hurt him starting next week.
Well, you got a point. I don't know. It's like maybe he wasn't. I don't know. You're right. Does he have an issue with it, or he just not trying to go there? I don't know how authentic he is on the show. I'm questioning that because it's like.
I think that's what the ladies are starting to feel like. You seem kind of shallow. You don't seem like there's not much to you.
Are you really here for something?
Right. Well, if you haven't done so already, guys, all right, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get post notifications so you know whenever we drop new content. All right, we got We got a lot of new shows coming here soon, so be on the lookout for all of that new content coming. Give us a like and hop in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode. There was a lot to unpack here. So let us know what you guys think. Other than that, see you guys next week.